that it will tolerate no interference in the execution of its public responsibilities. Any person hindering or delaying an officer of the people's state in the performance of his duties will be considered an enemy of the people and punished accordingly. It is the duty of all loyal citizens of the people's state to cooperate with the council at all times, to make any sacrifices which may be ordered for the benefit of the people's state as a whole. Remember, the future of the people's state is your future. You must think, act, and live for the state. The people of this community have waited a long time for the right kind of leadership. Now that you have it, remember that the people's state is your state only if you give it your full and unswerving cooperation in its fight for freedom. No one can get out of his duty.
Get out of here. Yeah. Roads blocked. Newspaper office boarded up. Bank seized. Maybe I'm dreaming all this. No. I gotta get out of here. But how?
No interference. Time is an important factor in the establishment of the people's state. To avoid bloodshed, citizens will obey all orders of people's militia. Persons found engaging in acts of sabotage will be summarily shot. The state demands action. It's on the basis of his actions that the man's loyalty to the community will be judged. Anytime a citizen doubts whether he's doing the right thing...
You call it freedom, you and your jackal? Who elected you to run this community? By what right you tell us what to believe in and where to live? What makes you think you can tell us where to travel and where to work and what to read? We're Americans, and we believe in the freedom of the individual to make up his mind for himself. It's not the state that comes first. It's the people in it. And if you don't recognize the rights of the people, you don't belong here. Take your hands off me. Let go! Let me go! Let me go!
Come on your feet. Let's go. Get out of here. Come on.
The defendant is charged with refusal to work with occupation specified by the Commissar of Employment. The defendant's attitude throughout has been inimical to the welfare of the people's state. Violation of State Code, Article 47, Section 6, Paragraph 4, respecting private ownership of commercial enterprise, engaged in retail sale and distribution of essential commodities without government permit.
Has the defendant confessed to these crimes?
Yes.
The defendant is sentenced to an indefinite term in State Labor Camp 14.
But I didn't confess. I didn't say a word. Is it wrong to sell bread? I demand that...
Well, it's no dream now, that dirty... They got me where they want me. Oh, if I could only get my hands on
The
that.
defendant is charged with conspiracy under Defense of the People's Act, Article 16, Paragraph 4, to wit, attempting to do bodily harm to officers of the state.
You confess to this crime?
What crime? Look, I don't recognize this court or those bunch of hoods you call officers of the state.
The defendant will confine himself to answering questions rather than raising them.
I'm entitled to defend myself.
You appear to be a sensible, realistic citizen. Perhaps you went to the aid of that woman through a mistaken sense of chivalry.
I'll call it what you like. And it wasn't a mistake either. That woman had a perfect right to say what she did. And everything she said goes double.
The charge against you is very serious. If it's necessary to add treason to that charge, we'll go hard with you.
Treason? Say, if there's anybody guilty of treason, it's that zombie who's shooting his mouth off out there in the square.
You anything further to say?
I sure do. You don't seriously think you're going to get Americans to go communist, do you? Not with all those benefits you've been handing out. You know, the trouble with you and all your crowd is you think that you can make people act like puppets while you dangle them on that worn-out string of ideas that should have been buried along with the guy that invented them. Oh, you mugs are living back in the 19th century with the bustle skirts and mutton chop whiskers. You're just about as old-fashioned as my grandmother's corsets.
You seem to know a great deal about us.
You ain't kidding. You just try pushing Americans around and you get just about as far as the creek. Sure, you find a few suckers here and there, the kind of guys that live by letting George do it. But you aren't going to fool anybody who knows anything about you. And remember some of those tricks you pulled over the last 30 years. And there's more than enough of us to take care of you.
I admire your spirit, if not your knowledge. Communism needs men like you. A little reschooling will do you a world of good. I'm going to offer you the opportunity of swearing allegiance to the Communist International and the People's State of America. I advise you to accept.
And if I don't?
You'll be punished to the full extent of the law.
You want to know something, Judge? You and all your commie friends can go plumb to blazes.
Under the powers invested in me by the People's State, defendant is sentenced to death. Sentence will be carried out at a time and place to be determined by the court. Move the prisoner.
Wonder if it made sense, the stuff I said in the courtroom. Sure quiet in here, like a tomb. Maybe I'll be in a real one some morning. Dawn's usually the time they do it. Coyotes. Maybe they do their killing at night.